goods and services tax, where the ultimate and the final consumer is going to pay the tax to the government for the benefits of getting that product to him to use. If I invest some amount in my business today morning, the entire amount I have to receive back in the evening, but the amount what I'm going to receive, it should be with additional benefits. The wholesaler, whatever the tax is going to pay, that can be received from the retailer. The retailer, whatever the tax has paid, he can receive from the consumer. Warm welcome to all 4th Sem BCom students. In today's session, we are going to discuss about the financial education and investment awareness, the part 2, like what we have learned in our previous session, the economical terms, as well as a certain basic information of the income, expenditure, and savings. In today's session, we're going to learn about the time value of money, which is benefit for your future concepts. I'm Professor Rajesh L.R. from Department of Commerce and Management from Vidhyaashram First Grade College, Temple of Excellence, MYSURU. In today's session, we're going to learn the basic concept of time value of money, which supports all the individuals to think properly and get the benefited. Next concept, the taxation. In that one, the direct and indirect, which we had the indirect concept in the earlier. Now it is converted into GST, goods and services tax. But we have to discuss on the concept what we had earlier. Based on that, the examination paper will be here. For that reason, we have taken here indirect taxation concept. The factors which influence decision making in investment. If I want to invest in any sector, which are the factors forces me, or which factors influence me to take a proper decision, either in the macro or it may be micro. So here 2 different factors are there, micro and macro, which influenced us to invest in the market. And even we are going to discuss all this concept in this micro environment factors. The first we have here, time value of money. See, every rupee, whatever we have here, that has a value. Now, if I keep my 1 rupee in my pocket, whether it is going to give any additional benefit, whether in the morning I kept 1 rupee, in the evening 5 p.m., whether it is going to become 2 rupees in my pocket? No. Means the amount what you keep with your people for long run in your home, it never changes. It is going to be constant with you only. For that reason, instead of keeping that money in the one place at your home, you can invest that one in the future market benefits, and you can earn like anything. So time value of money, which guides individual what the amount of income can be earned by him with the support of proper analysis and interpretation of the money concept, way to invest, for what is the rate of interest it should be I have to receive, for how many years I have to invest. If I invest that one, whether let me keep it in a fixed term, or let me invest that one in a monthly basis, or let me receive the interest on monthly basis, or I have to receive the interest on quarterly basis, or I have to receive the interest half yearly basis, like this. It gives supports to all our individuals. If he plans in such a way that one, what will be the value of money? And if I keep with me, there will be no benefits here. The saying that the money available at the present time is worth more than the same amount in the future, since it has the potential to earn returns. See, the saying that one, if I invest that money, I can earn the same amount, and tomorrow also it is also going to be, if I call it as 100 rupees today, tomorrow also it is 100 only. But if we utilize that amount in a proper way, where it can support us to additional amount of earnings by utilizing in a proper way. All investors would prefer to receive the cash flow now rather than wait for a year. Every person thinks that one, I want to invest in the morning and evening I have to get back money. If I invest some amount in my business today morning, the entire amount I have to receive back in the evening, but the amount what I'm going to receive, it should be with additional benefits. Like for example, morning I've invested 10,000, in the evening at least I need 11,000. Means at least I have to get 1,000 benefit for me every day. So which supports me. See, now the 10,000 was my investment. I've earned here 11,000. That is investment plus additional benefit of income here. So 10 plus 1 is 11 here. So I can utilize this 10 again for the tomorrow purpose. I can keep this money for other activities like this. I have to think that when there is certain values there for my money. Now, how to get the benefit of that one? And if I know the concept easily, we can get the benefit. Right. For example, let us think about the future value of money here with the present value of 1 rupee. How much it is going to be after certain number of days. Assuming that, for example, now my 1 rupee after 5 years at the rate of 10%, what will be my rupee value? See, today my 1 rupee after 5 years at 10% of present value, what will be my future value? See, the formula is very simple here. 1 divided by 1 plus r to the power of n. Means here 1 is nothing but here 1 divided by 1 plus r is nothing but interest 0.10, and here it is first year. First year, how much my 1 rupee income will be there? So 1 divided by 1.10, which is nothing but 0.90909. Saying that when today your 1 rupee, after 1 year, it will be only 90 paisa. That's it. Means think it in a proper way before keeping that money. So invest in such a way that one where you can earn the benefits here, or else it is going to be very much problem for you. This formula can be used in such a way that one, if I have 90 paisa with me, after 1 year, it is going to become 1 rupee in a reverse manner. I have to think. Means today's 1 rupee will be 90 paisa. Means that is nothing but I have to use that benefit investing in a proper way. See, the future inflows are discounted by a relevant rate to reach the present value. As I said, we are going to use the discount rate. Discount rate was 10%. The period was 5 years. So if I take this base, so we can understand easily. Present inflow or increase at a relevant rate to reach their future value. That is nothing but if I think that one, what is the actual amount I have to earn in my life with the present inflow, whatever I'm receiving here. So I have to think in a proper way how to invest that money. With this, if I invest today 1 rupee, what will be my money after certain number of days? To find out the amount at the end of the period by compound interest basis. Like for example, 5,000 into 1 plus 0.10 to the power of 5. 5,000 into 1 plus 0.10 to the power of 5. That is nothing but 5,000 into 1.1 to the power of 5. So like this, I have to calculate what is the amount it is going to be after 5 years at the rate of 1.1. So approximately the amount may be 5,540. Like this, after 5 years, my money will be 5,540. This is a benefit I may receive. It is an approximated amount, not the actual amount what I have written here. 1.1 into 1.1, I have to calculate 5 times where it gives me the actual picture, what is the amount it is going to be with us. So now, based on that, I have to make out here whether I have to invest on annual basis or whether I have to invest on half-yearly basis or whether I have to invest on quarterly basis. See, if I'm invested on annually basis, I may receive 5,540 approximate amount. If I invest half yearly basis, I may receive 5,540 5,562. If it is a quarterly basis, I may receive 5,592. If I invest on monthly basis, it may be 5,610, which is better for us to invest on monthly compounded interest, which yields me more money when I think about the annual basis. So that is why in the present scenario, the students or the people think that if I invest today, I have to receive the money in the evening with additional amount like this. They doesn't want to wait for long duration. There's a formula: annuity equals principal 1 plus r divided by 100 into to the power of n, what I have calculated and I've showed you here. A is amount at the end after 5 years. What is the amount I'm going to receive? P is the principal amount what we are investing. R is the rate of interest what we are going to earn, and N is the number of period. And the difference between the annual amount what I'm going to receive after 5 years and the present amount whatever I have, that is the additional benefit I have received here. For example, compound interest equals 5,540 minus 5,000. The 540 is the compound interest what I have received after 5 years. Now, based on the CAGR formula, if I invest the amount like compounded annual growth rate, means if I'm investing on certain amount where it is going to be increasing rates also, not only amount of benefit, rate also increasing. If I invest on that one, it is totally benefited, but the risk is more where we have to apply the rule 72. If we know that one, we can invest on this part here. The next we have here the concept called taxation. Taxation is the concept which guides the people to pay the amount to the government for the benefits whatever we have received from the resources to earn something. Means, for example, we are using the benefits of the society to earn something a year. For that reason, I have to pay the tax to the government, and where the government is giving benefits for us in all different ways. For example, when we are using the roads to travel from our residence to the business place, so the government has given the facility of road transport. For that, I have to pay the tax to them in the way of road tax. Like this, for each and every resources whatever we are using the benefits of the society, for that I have to pay the tax to the government. So tax is a concept where we have in two divisions here. One is direct and one is indirect. Direct is nothing but I am earning the source of income here and I am going to pay tax to the government. See, direct means here where a person is earning income and is paying directly tax to the government. Indirect tax means a person is earning income, but tax is paid by some other person. See, a person is earning income, but he is not paying the tax, but the other person is paying the tax. Means, for example, when I'm producing the product here, and if I sell the product to the consumer, where I'm going to earn benefit from that, but the consumer is going to pay the tax for the product what is consuming. That is the new concept what we have here, GST. Earlier we had in a different name, goods and services tax, where the ultimate and the final consumer is going to pay the tax to the government for the benefits of getting that product to him to use. Earlier, every person who was involved in the activity like producing, selling and getting the benefit to reach that one to the final consumer, all the people were paying the tax to the government in one or the other way. Like it may be value added tax or in any other form of taxes, they were paying tax to the government here. All this has been merged and they made it as GST, goods and services tax, one nation, one tax. Instead of tax has been paid in different levels and on the different rates for the same product. Earlier, if I want to purchase any product, for example, if The product cost is in the initial stage of manufacturing. He was charging 10 rupees tax he was paying, and he was selling at 110. And the same product, the wholesaler, he was receiving for 110 and he was paying tax of 9 rupees. So 119. So again, the retailer was receiving and he was paying tax 8 rupees. So it is 127. The consumer was paying tax and he was paying 137 to get that product. See, I paid the tax here 10 and I paid tax in 8 and 8, 10 and here see. So totally 20, 29, 37 rupees I paid the tax for the same product here. This was the thing what it was happening earlier. Now that has been merged and converted into one tax where the tax paid by the manufacturer can be received from the wholesaler. The wholesaler, whatever the tax is going to pay, that can be received from the retailer. The retailer, whatever the tax has paid, he can receive from the consumer. This is the thing what we have in the present scenario. For that reason, it has been changed here. And we have to discuss a concept called what was our indirect taxes. Direct taxes is the income earned by an individual and the tax is levied on the source of income received directly. For example, for direct taxation, income from salary, income from house property, income from business or profession, income from capital gains, income from other sources. These are the 5 heads of income where an individual is going to receive the source of income. In any one of the source, if he receives income, he has to pay the tax to the government. And indirect means where I'm the manufacturer, I'm producing the goods, but I'm earning income here, but I'm not paying the tax to the goods here. The final consumer who is going to consume the goods is going to pay tax to the government. Like this, it is called indirect taxes, what we have here. Though the burden to deposit taxes is on the assessee, the income tax has made mandate for all the people. See here, in direct taxes, when he is going to get a regular income like salary every month, if a person is receiving the benefit in the form of salary, out of his salary, the employer can deduct the certain amount as TDS, tax deducted at source, or if the employee wants to pay at the end, he can pay that one, or else the employer can deduct the amount every month. What is it? The employer can calculate and say that one, my dear employee, this is the amount of benefit you are going to receive. For that, you have to pay tax at least 40,000, the amount what you have to pay here. For that, what I'll do, I'll divide it by 12 here, where you have to pay 3,333.33 every month. So instead of paying 40,000 in one shot, do one thing. From out of your salary, I'm going to deduct 3,333.33 every month, and I'm going to issue a concept called tax deducted at source. That amount where the employer is going to pay to the government. And finally, after the completion of financial year, that is March, April to March, the employer is going to give a form 16 called the tax has been deducted at source. Now you can produce to your income tax and you can get the benefit. If you have paid more tax, the additional amount of tax, whatever you have paid, that be refunded to you. Or if you have paid less tax, and if you want to pay tax, you can pay the remaining amount after the assessment. This the benefit can be made with the help of TDS. And next one, so now if I want to invest in the market, which are the factors will influence me? The two factors are there, micro as well as macro factors are there. In broad terms, this environment can be divided into two, as I said, macro and micro. Macro means large, micro means small. These two, large environment or the small environment, which influences me where to invest, how to invest, when to invest, why to invest, for what purpose I have to invest. And if I invest in this sector, whether it is benefited for me or not, which factor influences me to take certain decisions. All those things supported here. See, the macro environment means here technological factor. Technological factors says me, my dear, invest on this one where it is going to earn benefit for you in the future. Means they're saying that, like for example, if I want to buy a new technology like artificial intelligence, a concept what we are getting in the upcoming days, if I want to get the benefit of AI, I have to invest more money on that one. So now, based on if I want to get that AI benefit, I should invest on that part here. If you invest on AI, intelligence products, AI products, definitely you can earn money. You can earn money based on the present scenario, I'm saying. And it may be political or legal factors which may force me to invest on sectors. Like the government has taken a decision that one, if you invest every month 2,000, there's an example what I'm giving. If you invest every month 2,000, after 5 years, that is nothing but 2,000 into 12 per year, it will be 24,000. And in after 5 years, it will be 1,20,000. The government is going to pay you after 10 years 2,80,000. See, if I pay 2,000 per month for a period of 5 years, after 10 years, the government is going to pay me 2,80,000, means where I'm going to get 1,60,000 benefit. So this scheme has been given by the government. If I invest that amount in the particular scheme, which supports me to get the benefit in the future, I can think, see, if I'm getting 2,80,000, if I invest 10,000, so 5 times, it is nothing but for me, it is going to be 14 lakhs. So like this, which supports me to invest in this one. So all these factors supports me to take a proper decision. Either it may be demographic factors, or it may be natural, physical factors, social, cultural factors, economic factors. All these factors supports me in such a way that when where I have to invest, how much I have to invest, and what is the benefit I'm going to earn after certain number of days, which will be worth for me or not. Whether let me invest for the long run or whether let me invest on the short run. And we have here the main key factors of micro, as I said, small. See, by taking the example of business, we are saying here micro environment, customers, suppliers, competitors, and the general public. See, based on this, we have to think. Now, based for the business, actually, already I said you, micro environment, we have taken on the business factors here. If I want to start any business here, first I have to consider the customers. See, what type of customers I may get. Whether at the time of choosing the customers, I have to check that one, age. I have to check their income. I have to check their marital status. I have to check their usage of products, and I have to check their taste preferences. Like this, based on the customer related, I have to decide what business is better for me. If I invest in the business, in this particular business, whether I can earn or not. In the present scenario, if we invest on food products or on any medical related products here like organic or anything, like if you are going to invest on the benefit of the healthcare products, nowadays you can earn money like anything, because it is required for the general public here, where definitely the customers will buy your products. Either it may be whatever the age it may be here, there is no need to see that one. If we're going to start a food related businesses, so it is totally, you can earn money like anything. The next part here, the business has to think about the suppliers. If I'm going to start, for example, if I'm going to start a food business here, then definitely I have to see the raw material supplier for me, like it may be vegetables, fruits, and other things. Whether this person is going to supply me regularly the same quality of vegetables, and whether I can maintain the quality of food for long run. Based on that, I have to think that whether can I invest my money in this business sector or not. The third factor is competitors. If I want to start a food industry, already in the market, plenty of people are there. Where can I get the benefit from them? Or whether I'm going to compete with those people, can I have the control on my business or not? These factors guide you to decide to invest or not. The next one, the general public. As I said, the taste and preferences, whether the public is going to accept your business in the easiest way or not, or they're going to, what I can say that one, they may say that one, this food industry is not worth, or they may decide in a different angle, there's not a quality food service industry like this. It depends on the public also. So based on all these factors, I can decide whether to invest certain amount in the business or not. The next part, what we have here, as I said, the consumer here, desire, want, and demand. The individual person. See, my desire, want, and demand, my desire will be changing every second, every millisecond. I'll think that one before going to the restaurant. I'll think that one, let me go and have masala dosa. And later, after reaching over there, my desire might change that one. I may switch over to some other food. Like this, it will be changing every second. My want was at present, not for tomorrow, or even not for the dinner time. It was only for the lunch time. I'm thinking that want was only for my lunch time. If the food industry says that, oh, sir, do you need a masala dosa? I'll get you at 8:30. My desire or the want is going to change immediately. The demand was for the present situation and not for the future. So the business people have to think that what is the individual's desires are there, and what was his want when it is required for him immediately, or what, and how the demand is made by an individual. Based on these factors, he has to think and he has to produce the product. And disposable personal income, it is nothing but where we have here, so in such a way that what is the amount he can make an investment to purchase the product. Like for example, if I'm earning 1,000 rupees per day, after all my expenditure, what is the amount I'm going to save? See, after all my expenditure, I have only 50. So based on this 50 rupees only, I'm going to purchase the products here for my day-to-day life. So based on this 50 rupees only, the business person has to think, okay, this person is having capacity of 50, where he can buy only up to the extent of 50, but he cannot buy more than that one. So based on all this calculation, he has to plan. And financial goals and their timings. Now, this factor is such a factor which guides us in such a way that which supports you to plan properly and get the benefit. Financial goals and their timing. Now, for example, we are studying in our second year BCom or BBA. In the year 2023-24, and now I want to do my MBA in the year 2025-26. So this is a timing. And to do my MBA in the year 2025-26, I require minimum of 6 lakhs. This is the example what I'm giving. Minimum I require 6 lakhs. If I want to invest 6 lakhs in the year 2025-26, what is the amount I have to keep aside now? See, it is supporting me to think in such a way that what is the financial goal is required for me, for how many years it is required. 2023-24, 24-25 means next 25-26. That is nothing but I have only 1 year time. In this 1 year time, what is the amount I have to keep aside? So that is a reason they should know that what is the goal they have and what is the total amount is required for them, and when they require, if they think it properly and if they plan, almost all the goals will be success in their life and there will be no hurdles only. The financial goals should be set in such a way that where they can meet easily. If you have savings, it is very good, or if you don't have savings, plan from now to save that money and to get benefit of learning the MBA. Like this, we can have the examples in the upcoming classes. Thank you to all my dear students. Today we learned about the time value of money as well as the financial goals, how we have to set in our life and how it can be benefited in our future aspects. This is a concept what we had in the financial education and investment awareness first part here. In the next part, we're going to learn the investment concepts, and in that investment concept, we are going to learn in such a way that whether I want to invest in the shares, debenture, bonds, or mutual fund, how it supports to the future benefits. Thank you to one and all.